Hey guys, welcome to Jeff's Computer Lab. I got this thermal camera off Amazon, and I thought what better way to test it out than trying it out on the Prescott Pentium 4 PC. These things are known to be running really hot, and um, you'll see what I mean here in a second. I'm really impressed with this thermal camera. Um, I'll put a link to it down in the description, but you just plug it into the USB port on your phone, open up its own app, and gives you temperature reading and shows you hot spots, and pretty cool to use. So I was playing some COD 2, decided to take the front panel off, use this thermal camera, see what things are looking like, and yeah, it's getting pretty hot right here. Graphics card's getting pretty hot as well, so I think we're gonna have to reassess our fan situation. So I figured I better change the thermal paste. It is some crusty stuff. So we'll get this cleaned up, get some new paste on there. Unfortunately, this pin broke, so I'll have to fix that. All right, I let the heat sink soak in alcohol overnight, so hopefully that'll loosen it up. Came right off the big heat sink, a little help from this chisel, but this small one is not cooperating. All right, it's starting to chisel off with the chisel. It just wiped right off basically with the... All right, got those pretty well cleaned up. Let's go finish up the graphics card. It's getting cleaned off, been wiping it off, but I'm gonna try to chisel some more off with this plastic chisel here. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. That stuff is caked on there. I'm calling it. I cannot get this last little bit off. Ridiculous. This one, it didn't want to clean up hardly at all, but I think it's going to be alright. Definitely way better than it was. Got it back together, salvaged one of these spring compression pins off a different graphics card that's dead, so let's see if it still works. GPU's back in, it's running fine. Added a couple more fans. This one's just sitting here blowing across the bottom of the GPU. So I'll try playing some more Call of Duty, see what happens. Keep an eye on this VRM. Probably doesn't help that we're missing the IO shield. So, not sure. And tidied up the cables. Took out the extra CD-ROM drive. Don't really need it at this time. So, yeah, hopefully this should help keep things a little more cool. Thermal paste on the GPU should definitely help. Just gonna have to keep an eye on this VRM right in here. That's where it was getting really hot. Well, it looks like the graphics card's staying relatively cool, but this VRM's already getting hot. Okay, I added this fan here, and that really seems to be helping out the VRM. Well, the chipset is looking warm, but not too bad. A couple hot spots on the GPU, but we call that a win. Nothing looking too bad. I'll let it keep running and we'll see how high it gets. Okay, for the fans, I added intake on the front, so definitely not the best for intake. I could maybe cut that open some more to get some more airflow, but that'll bring some fresh air in. I have this one blowing across the bottom or the top of the GPU. I also added this heat sink with a thermal pad on the back of it across some of the VRM on the back side of the GPU. There was just getting to be a couple hot spots on a few of the chips there. And then the only way I was able to get the VRM to cool down was putting this old CPU cooler fan. I just kind of zip tied it in there, and that took our VRM temps from averaging around 100 Celsius down to 50, so I chalk that up as a huge win. Well, now that we have more fans going in the case and new thermal paste on the GPU, should be good to go for really pushing this thing to its limits. I'm going to go ahead and start downloading more games and software so that we can get some benchmarks going, start recording some scores so that we can compare the performance of this Prescott CPU to my Beige Beast. Stay tuned.